Chapter 4. Growing Darkness. Ignorance and exclusion from knowledge is a sad reality. In the absence of accurate and honest information, it is hard to reason. When one feels weak and uninformed, being an easy victim can become a grim daily reality. My mother, not knowing what exactly my problem was, thought it best to fight her own way to save her daughter from the torment of what she believed to be witchcraft. A stranger passing for a traditional healer successfully convinced my mother that I was going to die if I did not leave the city immediately. That's how she entrusted me to him, thinking I would be safe in the hands of this so-called seer. He took me to his village the next day to treat me and to protect me. The only treatment I received was from his wife, who made me drink a certain bark. It was very effective because, within the space of a few days, the vomiting ceased. However, to look after me was not the only concern for this man. The son of his wife was faster than he and raped me while the seer was still planning his move. He broke into my room in the middle of the night and weakened from weeks of illness. When I tried to resist, he slapped me pitilessly and threatened to do worse if I tried to oppose him again. This time, feeling humiliated and angry, I reported the case to his mother. I was shocked to learn that she and her son had already discussed my situation. She added that she wished her son would marry me. All hope of escape was gone when she added her own threats, saying that I would get hurt if I ever broke up with her son. She then went on and declared to everyone in the village that her son had impregnated me. I was speechless with disbelief. Never could I have imagined such a thing possible. I was kidnapped de facto. My mother visited weeks later. I informed her of all that had happened to me. She was furious. Unfortunately, she found out the same day that I was pregnant. Her anger then turned to bitterness. My poor mother lost any hope in me. In fact, she said bitterly, "I perceive that you were born to be nothing." My father before this had made the same statement. She gave up on me and left me there with these people who had become my captors, and returned to the city when they told her that I would be returning there 1 month later. It took her a while to recover from her bitterness. I do not blame her at all. My elder sister had also expressed much love and support. Although she did not know how I had conceived these 2 times, she did not say anything discouraging and made some clothing for my first baby. I will be always grateful that, when I was pregnant for the 2nd time, my sister gave me money, a contribution sandpapered out of her savings. Due to her outstanding performance and grades, she had managed to get into a vocational high school that granted scholarships to some of its brightest students. This represented a fortune to her at the time, probably months of saving coming from her tiny scholarship. She had noticed my efforts not to give up going to school, although each day I was sent home for failure to complete payment of my school fees. The $10 that my sister had given me turned out to be the only school fees I paid during this academic year. Although I lost this particular battle, I will never forget that my sister had been the only one to risk her money on me that year. She never gave up on me. God bless her. In the end, it became like a game, trying to remain in school in spite of the pressure of unpaid tuition. The principal of the school had already shown flexibility by accepting my $10 as down payment for the tuition. But when the cutoff date for payment of the remaining sum of $100 arrived, I was unable to honor it. The wife of the founder of the school had often witnessed my expulsions from the school. One day she spoke to me and asked, "Miss, you've been expelled many times for failure to pay your school fees, but you keep coming. Do you think you're going to be taking classes just for free?" I replied, "Please, madam, I would like to pay, but I do not have any money. Please don't send me home." She took a compassionate look at me and after a moment of reflection said, "You may return to the classroom." She allowed me to attend classes for free for the remainder of the year. Although my dark circumstances seemed to prevail that year, I will never forget her kind gesture toward me.